Few quarterbacks in the NFL history have been sacked as much as Joe Burrow was this season, guys. A record-tying 7 times in the Super Bowl, bringing his total number of takedowns between the regular season and playoffs to 70. Third most in league history. Offensive line has to be the priority here. Like, what's the best way to improve it, Pearce? Are we free agency through the draft? We saw the Chiefs do something similar last year, right? Terrible offensive line, turned it right into one of the best with a couple free agent additions.
Yeah, they kind of twisted their format around too, going to, changing run blockers and pass blockers. But I think the first thing is just get healthy. The Bengals down the stretch had a lot of backups, had different guys playing out of position. So getting healthy is going to be an upgrade right there. And then, you're going to want to go to the free agent market. But everybody, every season, wants to go to the free agent market and pick up players for the offensive line. Everyone's always constantly trying to improve there. But the Bengals have 2 things going for them. Offensive linemen more than likely want to block for a potential Hall of Fame quarterback. And we saw defensive players sign with the Bengals last season because they wanted to play Joe Burrow. So you got that. And then the bigger key here is the Bengals have a lot of cap space. So they can afford one of these top tier offensive linemen that can anchor the line. The issue, though, is will Mike Brown spend? He's notorious for being one of the more stingy owners in the league.
Yep.
But you would expect him to invest in protecting Joe Burrow. I think they got a really good chance of improving through free agency and also just getting healthy.
Yeah, what's the move here, Geoff? Pearce is right. Bengals have historically just been like one of these cheap teams in the league. But, man, they have a legitimate window to win it right now. You got to hop on this.
Yeah, I mean, look, expecting owners to do the right thing it'll often leave you trouble.
Yeah,
we've seen Green Bay. We've seen it in Green Bay too. Oh yeah, all they need to do is get a wide receiver. They'll do it this year. They'll do it this year.
10 years in Jacksonville.
It doesn't happen. What's that?
I was saying 10 years in Jacksonville. It's been happening.
Yeah. So I actually think that the Bengals fans, they may be a little disappointed with the results here. I think they will definitely address it in the draft. But the draft is a crapshoot. I mean, you can spend a high draft pick on an O-lineman. Doesn't mean he's going to be that good. Plenty of O-linemen have struggled early in their career. So, yeah, I mean, look, did the Bengals need to address it? Obviously, it should be a concern. But I'm not necessarily thinking that they go out and do it. I also would say, for them on the defensive side, they've got a very nice, core secondary. I think that adding a pass rusher should also be high on their list. If you're giving me the option of spending on O-line versus adding an elite pass rusher, I might even add the pass rusher. Those guys make such a big difference. That defense is really solid. If you add one sort of Aaron Donald-ish type guy, obviously not getting Aaron Donald, but someone similar to him in the middle, that would make a big difference. That would really turn that unit into an elite one, I think. So I think those are the 2 main units. Obviously, they've solidified their offensive future and their playmaking, which is a nice spot to be in, quite frankly. So.